Judge has granted a temporary injunction to an organization seeking to prevent the Beaumont School District from demolishing the South Park School building. Judge Bob Wortham told KFDM he granted the injunction sought by the Beaumont Heritage Society. The ruling followed a 4-day hearing last week. A number of South Park supporters attended the hearing wearing green T-shirts to demonstrate their pride as former South Park Greenies. Many took part in a petition drive, gathering thousands of signatures from people they say oppose tearing down the school. The executive director of the Beaumont Heritage Society has said the organization isn't demanding the building remain open as a school. She has told us the primary focus is to prevent the district from tearing down the building due to its historic significance. It was built in 1922. In his ruling, Judge Wortham said the Beaumont School District promised not to demolish the South Park School, but then abandoned its promise. He said each side wanted to present additional witnesses, and they'll now have that opportunity. Judge Wortham has set a September 21st trial date to consider a permanent injunction. 6 News reporter Jennifer Heathcock joins us now from South Park Middle School with reaction to the ruling. Jennifer?
Well, Bill, they just found out a few minutes ago that Judge Wortham did decide to grant the temporary injunction again. Now, Mike Getz is going to join us, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what this means. What do you think that the judge saw in the 4 days that y'all went into the hearing? What do you think that he saw to want to go further with this to set a trial date?
Well, I think basically the court was somewhat upset that BISD made promises and representations to the voters and then tried to change them behind technicalities. I think that's one of the things that his opinion, which I just received like everybody else, it speaks to that.
What do you think? Do you think that there's something that's in there that speaks to the fact, or what he might find that going further for the permanent restraining order for the tear down of the building?
Well, the court's order touches on the fact that it was just a temporary hearing and that there are other witnesses that really need to be heard from in order to flesh out all of the facts. And I think that is one of the things that the court was concerned about. Remember, the purpose of a temporary injunction is just to preserve the status quo until a full trial on the merits can be had. And he did order this set for a full trial September the 21st.
And now the Heritage Society did say that they don't necessarily want it to be rebuilt as a school, but it could still just be open just as a structure. They just still want it here for its historic value.
Well, it very well may be the case that the highest and best use of this building is as a school. I think there was certainly evidence that the Heritage Society and Eddie Estolette developed at the temporary hearing that would indicate that it might very well be more cost effective to renovate this school rather than to build from scratch. The $43 million that the BISD is wanting to do for a new school seems like a lot of money.
All right, thank you, Mike. And now we're joined by Hilda Eldinger. She's class of 1962 from South Park.
Right.
Now, tell me, are you excited to hear that they did grant this temporary injunction?
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll be working until September the 21st, the Greenies will, and we'll be working toward making our impression with BISD. They meet every third Thursday at 6:30 at the building, the BISD building on Harrison. It's an open forum. We need to speak to our trustees to let them know what's going on so that we can be a voice and we can be heard. South Park is beautiful. It's a gorgeous school. It needs to be saved. It can be renovated at a much lower.
Thank you so much, Hilda.
Okay.
And y'all were the voice today, and as I said just a few minutes ago, they did just find out about the hearing, the injunction ruling from the judge, and they did find out that the trial date is set for the 21st of this month. If you want to read more, you can find it on September. I'm sorry, excuse me. You can find it on KFDM.com. We're live in Beaumont. Jennifer Heathcock, KFDM 6 News.